Hello. Over the last 3 weeks, what we've looked at is a progression of lower ab exercises, and we've shown you how to make them harder by using the weight of your legs in slightly different ways. In the next few weeks, we're going to have a look at some exercises and they start to focus on the upper abs. So this one we're looking at is the circular roll-ups. So I'm going to show you two of the basic roll-ups today and two progressions of it. From there then we're going to start to look at progressions into boat pose and then to teaser exercises. There's loads of progressions we can work through this, and we're starting to incorporate the upper abs. So with the lower abs, I showed you how to focus on the lower abs to make them harder, but also to incorporate some upper ab exercises into that. Now what we're going to do is focus more on the upper abs. So it does work the whole rectus abdominis, but the bias now is more to the upper abs as you lift your upper body up off the floor. So we're going to start with the basic form today and two progressions of it. So we'll come on to our back. So as normal, the head is resting on the head block. Our legs are straight down to the bottom of the mat this time, so we don't have the knees bent to the feet on the mat, so you won't be able to imprint the spine as much. You're going to try to imprint the spine and bring the rib cage down. You're going to bring the hands back behind the head, elbows are straight, fingers are extended and palms are facing each other. Pull the shoulder blades away from the ears and you're going to throw your arms forward. So fling the arms forward, chin comes into your chest, and you're going to sit up nice and tall, pushing the chest forward at the end. So your spine is straight. If you have to have a little bend in the knees, you can do that. Keep the chin tucked in, pinch your shoulder blades back, and slow and controlled, come down onto the mat. So the whole way down, you have total control and you can stop at any point. Make sure as you're rolling back down, you don't get to the last little bit and then drop. So you want to make sure you have the control the whole way through it, and you want to keep the feet on the mat. To progress this, it's the same starting position. Hands come back behind the head, imprint the spine, the rib cage comes down, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and this time throw the arms forward, but when the fingers point up towards the ceiling, you're going to stop moving them forward. So you're going to fling the arms forward, chin rolls up into the chest, and you roll up again, straight spine, and pushing the chest forward at the end, and keep the shoulders away from the ears, so don't let the shoulders creep up. As you roll back down, the fingers stay pointing up towards the ceiling, and nice and controlled on the way down. To make this harder, we take the hands out of it. So we bring the fingertips onto the side of the head, elbows point out to the side, and we roll the chin up into the chest and we sit up in the same position again. Up nice and tall again, and push the chest forward. So we're taking the arms out of it, we're not building any momentum with the arms, and we're generating all the force from our upper abdomen here, and we keep the elbows pointing out to the side, and again roll back down onto the mat, keeping the feet on the mat, elbows pointing out to the side, and then rest back down. So this is the basis of the roll-up exercise. We've got two progressions in there. You can make it even easier as well if you want, so you can regress it back if you find any difficulty with the first level, and I'll show you that in a second. But we've got a huge wide variety of exercises here to start to bring our upper abs into it and focus the work on that. So if you find it's difficult as you come up off the mat, especially the third one you can see me there, when you're coming up and the mid back just lifts up off the mat, you pause for a second, you slow down, and then you speed up again at the top. When you're pausing in the midsection, you know the upper abs are a little bit weak, and that's what we want to start to focus on. Now if you find the first one difficult, there's a couple of ways of making this a little bit easier for yourself. One is sitting up nice and tall, grab a big stretchy band, put it around your feet, and wrap your hands around the ends of it. And what you do is you use the band to give yourself that little bit of assistance. So you take the hands out of it and you can pull yourself up with the band and you start to work your abs a little bit more. And then to make it harder, you take the band away and you start in an upright position and you come back about halfway and then you come back up. And each time you go back, you go a little bit closer towards the mat. And as you get to the point where you can't roll yourself back up, you slowly bring yourself onto the mat, and then you try with the hands to bring yourself up again. If you still can't do that, as you're coming back down, and you slow and control your drop down onto the mat, you just use the hands to push yourself back up. So the very, very first stage is to have a band around your feet. To progress that on, you come back about halfway, and for some of those exercises, you then bring yourself very slowly down onto the mat. From there, we have the hands back behind the head. That's the usual starting point for most people. The progression onto that, so level 4, is where we reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then level 5 is where we have the fingertips to the side of the head and elbows pointing out to the side. There's loads of work there for you to practice, so give them a go, especially finding any of those exercises where the upper abs are tough, trying to lift the head and shoulders up off the mat. If you're having any difficulty with them, try these exercises. See you next week and we'll show you a few more progressions. Bye bye.